Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to hit you up with some amazing suggestions for Marvel Future Fight that have been beautifully, creatively, and conveniently done and put into actual game visuals. So this is really cool. Most of the time when I make videos like this, I just go to the screen in the game and we just talk about it, and I just point at stuff that I want to be there, but you have to do all of the imaginating and the imagination. You have to sort of turn your Imaginarium on inside your brain with Abed and Troy. You don't have to do that this time because one of our community members, Blasky, huge shout out to him, B-L-A-S-K-I or E-E. He spells them both ways. Anyways, Blasky, you know who you are. Love you, bro. He did these himself. He did not do these ones. These ones were done by Baconix. These are just actual tallies of all of the crystal related purchases that you could make in the game for all of the updates in 2019 and all of the updates in 2020. I just want to start the video off with this because it's actually interesting and I wouldn't have guessed. So I'll just ask you the question right now. Which year do you think had more crystal purchases? So if you were to purchase every single crystal based sale, like I'm talking uniforms, deluxe packs, and Danger Room characters, right? If you were to purchase all of those in every single update, which year was more expensive crystal wise? Not money wise. Obviously money wise, CTPs, Reforge, and crafting cards, boom, it's number one. That one update is more expensive than the last 3 years combined. I understand. I agree. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about crystal purchases. This is just an interesting thing to know. Which year had more crystal purchases? 2019 had 91,500 total crystals with an average cost of therefore 9,100. Just under 92,000 or 9,200, excuse me, crystals per update. So 91,000 total. 2020, 77,000. So 2020 actually had fewer crystal purchases by a large margin, by about 15,000 crystals, which is crazy because there were two legendary, or sorry, not legendary. There was legendary battle and there were two deluxe packs. So yeah. Pretty cool. I think, they need to increase daily crystals. Absolutely. But it's funny. We had fewer uniforms this year and we had more characters reworked. So if they can continue doing that to not put so much pressure on players to spend so many crystals buying 4, 5, 6 uniforms, but they can still rework as many characters as they reworked this year, that would be awesome, right? So yeah. Anywho, let's jump in. So yeah, shout out to Baconix for that. That's pretty cool. Now let's jump into these. So again, these were made by Blasky. These are not in the game, but Marvel Future Fight devs, please, if you guys can take at least half of these, I mean, listen, if they copy two of these ideas that I'm about to show you that Blasky's done, the game will be in a majorly improved position. And a lot of these things overlap with a lot of the boycott requests, more daily crystals, more card farming, etc. So let's check it out. This is a reimagined daily quest list. So as you can see, the weekly rewards have been grossly increased. I say grossly just to mean a lot. It's not gross, it's actually wonderful. It's delicious. It's been deliciously increased. We've got level 5 uniform XP chips, boost points, a random Odin's Blessing, and then 150 crystals instead of 30. Now again, you might say, some of you guys are going to say, this is a bit too much, right? A random Odin's Blessing every week. Okay, that might be too much. You're right. So they don't have to take the idea in exactly, right? They can tweak it. They're probably going to reduce it. But again, this is the right way to go, right? The rewards we have now, it's like 100 energy, 55 energy. These are outdated rewards from 3 years ago. It just doesn't work anymore. We need better rewards to catch up with the game as it is now, because it's going at a much faster pace, and we need more resources nowadays for characters and uniforms and builds and everything else. And instead of having 5 or 6 daily quests, we now have 10 daily quests with tons more rewards, more clear tickets, hidden tickets, more crystals. So you've got 20 crystals for completing any 5 challenges, and then you got another 30 crystals from completing these challenges: timeline battle participation, danger room, and alliance battle. So you can still get 30, 40, 50 crystals a day, boost points, and other things. This is just amazing. This is the kind of thing we need, right? You should be rewarded for playing all these game modes, not just for playing randomly 5 of these, right? It should be the same thing every day, and it should be a larger list with more rewards overall. So I think this is excellent. This is the one I love the most, to be honest with you, because it's the easiest to implement. These are just numbers. And these are all rewards that we should be getting anyways, to be honest with you. Now, there is one brand new item here that you've never seen before. Well, we've never seen this many crystals, but it's this hammer down here. We'll talk about what this hammer means a little bit later, but when I show you an example of what this is. For those of you that play 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, you're going to see a lot of overlap because Blasky loves the reward structure of that game, as I do. And so he took a lot of inspiration from the 7 Deadly Sins reward structure, and he applied it to Marvel Future Fight in a beautiful way. So check this one out. You remember the bingo from Black Friday? So he took the bingo from Black Friday and put it in the Shield Lab. So instead of buying different things from the Shield Lab and having that random percentage go up where it shows you, you know, 16% or 32% or whatever, and then it will reveal a random item at the end, this, instead of having that percentage, every item that you buy now has a sort of cost associated with it. So this is the 3 cost, the 15 cost, the 3 cost. So buying these two would give you 6 of these coins, and then that, when you get to 10, you can draw a number. And then drawing a number will fill in one of the bingo boards, and then once you fill in a line, it will, you know, collect your item. And then once you can complete 5 lines, you get a CTP of Rage. Again, some of these rewards might be a little bit too generous or a lot too generous for Marvel Future Fight, so they can tone it down, but this is awesome. This is really, really cool, and it would make the Shield Lab even better. This one I know a lot of you guys are going to love. Check this out. Equip Appearance. Now, we can argue, or you know, we can talk about how it may be not feasible for them to create a situation where you're using Red Skull's newest uniform, but you want him to look like the regular walking Red Skull who doesn't have that exoskeleton suit, that like Iron Man type suit. Yeah, that might look a little strange. Or you want to see the animations of Mjolnir wielding Captain America, but you chose the uniform where he's not wielding Mjolnir, or where he's Hydra Cap. Again, you know, this one is a bit of a pipe dream in my opinion, but it's still really cool to see, and I know a lot of you guys would like it, so I wanted to show you guys that he's thinking of you as well. For those of you that are more into the aesthetics of the game and not necessarily into the competitive stuff, this is really, really cool. Honestly, also, I know, I just want to say this now, I should have said this at the beginning of the video, I know some of this might give you guys hope, and you might feel bad if this stuff never comes to the game. So just, you know, take it with a grain of salt. This is supposed to be a fun video. This is supposed to be something, it's fun, and at the same time, this should inspire the players and the developers. This really should. Again, like I said, even if they only take 1 or 2 of these ideas, it will be wonderful for the game, and it will reward players, and it will make players happy, and they will reward the devs in return. So check this out. This is a reimagining of the regular monthly CTP check-in. So you know the CTP check-in that we have now, right, where it's the same thing, and it's this one right here. So Blasky had a better idea. So not only are the rewards better, instead of getting level 5 XP chips, we get uniform XP chips, which makes so much more sense, and we get tier 3 materials because, you know, the game, we need tier 3 materials now, so I don't know why we're still getting tier 2 materials, or not even tier 2. Why are we getting this? We can get hundreds of this per day for free, so we shouldn't be getting this at all. But check this out. On the 7th day, the 14th day, right, every multiple of 7, you get to choose your reward. So do you need awakening crystals, or do you need Mandalay fragments for the 7th day? Rather than being forced to get an ISO 8, you get to choose. Do you want 300 CCF? Again, this might be too much. Maybe it's like 75 CCF or something. Or do you want a book selector, right? You get to choose. Do you want a random Odin's Blessing, or do you want some of these hammers? And I'm about to show you what the hammers do. Do you want a random CTP, or do you want a random premium card? This is one that I think they can absolutely do, and they should absolutely do. Players should be able to choose, or give us both, to be honest with you. We should be able to get an extra premium card per month to justify the card crafting situation. And that would appease a lot of the boycotters as well. So now let's check out what the hammers do. So you guys are curious, you wanted to see. So the hammers, basically, when you have enough hammers, you can use them to lock a stat, one stat line on one card or obelisk. So again, however many hammers you need, we don't know, right? They could set that themselves. That's up to the devs. Let's say you get 10 from the check-in and you need 50 hammers, or whatever, 25 hammers, and then you can lock one stat. It could be expensive, whatever. But then you can lock the stat, so it never changes. The percentage never changes, and the stat never changes. And then you can lock these stats for hammers as well. This is exactly what we want. Come on, devs, give it to us. This is beautiful. Check this out. A new regular monthly check-in. This is a pretty straightforward. Level 5 uniform XP chips, hidden tickets, more gold, more crystals, X-Gene selectors, and 6-star card, obelisk, Uru. Makes total sense. Let's check out the next one. This one's beautiful. Look at this one. Giant Boss Raid. Look at this. He added this reward progress. Every time you beat the Giant Boss Raid for the day, you get 1 reward progress. I don't know if this would reset daily or weekly or monthly, maybe monthly. But once you get to 100 Giant Boss Raid wins, you get a CTP selector. And again, if they want to give us those juicy rewards, maybe they limit the number of times we can play Giant Boss Raid per day. I don't know, but this is awesome. We should have monthly progress. We should have monthly progress rewards, monthly milestones for all major content. PvP, World Boss, Shadowland, Alliance Conquest, ABX, and GBR. All 6 of those major game modes should have monthly milestone rewards that end in something juicy for the players. More premium card tokens so we can open more premium card chests. Yes, this is amazing. They need to copy this in some form. Love it. This is a reimagined honor token shop. So they mentioned this already in a dev note that they were going to work on improving the rewards in the token shop. The token shop has not changed rewards in a couple of years now. It's been very, very stale. So this is Blaski's reimagining of the token shop. We've got biometric selectors, we've got X-Gene selectors, we've got hammers for locking the card stats, we've got a type enhancement chest if you want type enhancement kits, and then you have 3 to 6-star rank up tickets. Again, it may be too generous for Marvel Future Fight's blood, too rich for their blood, but it's an awesome idea. Check out this next one. PvP. There's 2 modes. This is what I've been saying for so long, and this is just such an easy fix. If you want to play normal PvP, and anyone can choose to play normal or elite, you can only use tier 1 and tier 2 characters. No native tier 2s, no native tier 3s, no Sentry, no Jean Grey, no Silver Surfer, no Thanos, no Wolverine, Deadpool, etc. You want to play with the big whales? Go into elite. That's only native tier 2 and native tier 3 characters. So you're not going to see Colossus. You're not going to see, Cyclops or Captain Marvel or these other characters. You're only going to see the native tier 2s and tier 3s. No Mystique. This is an awesome idea. I love how simple it is. Really, really great. Here's a good one. The Shield Lab. Remember we were talking about how we need to be able to convert tier 3 materials? Because we can convert tier 2 materials, right? They added that in a couple of years ago. It's high time that we can convert other materials. Because I can go here, and if I need Chaos Learn Stones, I can trade my Black Antimatter. I'm not getting a good trade-off, but what if I have a disproportionate amount? What if I have, 1,000 of these and 50,000 of these? So they let you convert. Okay, cool. So why don't you do the same thing and let me convert my books 2 to 1? I'm taking it at a loss. Let me convert. Let me convert these materials, right? You don't necessarily have to, you should give us more of this and more of this, but also give us this. Give us this. Check this out. You can convert bio selectors into rank up tickets so that you could use rank up tickets for premium characters that you can't use bio selectors on. Again, this is probably too rich. You'd probably have to double or triple this cost, or maybe add in crystal cost or something else here. But this is a framework for a brilliant idea. Okay. Check this one out. This is the hammers locking the stats on an obelisk. Yeah, this would be very, very nice. Check this one out. This one Blaski made yesterday, and it blew my mind. All you Alliance Conquest PvP players, a little cog when you go to the skills of a character. This would be so amazing. I would nut if they put this in the game. So you go to the skills, and at the top, above the Moonstone skill, above the Moonstone Eclipse, you have a little cog. And you click that cog, and you get this pop-up window. AI skill rotation behavior. So you get to set which skill you want the AI to use. Do you just want the AI to use one skill and then auto attack until that skill is off cooldown? Maybe it's Songbird. You just want her to do 3 and then auto attack, and then 3 and then auto attack. Or other characters, you set up a different rotation, and you can add skills, and then you have an option set up. Do you want them to do that rotation in PvE and PvP, or maybe just PvP? What about Shadowland Plus? Because you have autoplay in Shadowland. You have autoplay in Shadowland if you get the shield support. This is a really good idea because it would sell more shield support packs, right? That shield support that you buy for 14 days when you go into the dimension mission and it pops up. So this idea of Blaski's would sell a lot of these because of that Shadowland autoplay plus. If you can set the rotation, you can really just sit back and watch your characters do all the work for you in Shadowland. This is a really good idea. They got to pick this one up for Alliance Conquest. I love this one. Check this out. Why don't we get crystals when enough of our Alliance members log in? If they really want us all to log in every day, if they want to see daily active users go up, give us some crystals for logging in. Brilliant idea, Blasky. Juicy. Amazing. Right now you just get, actually, he put agent tokens. That's a really good idea. Right now we don't get agent tokens or crystals. Of course we don't get crystals. Come on. But right now you get, what do you get? Oh, you get XP, which you can't use because your alliance is already at level 30 and the alliance store is already at level 10. Oh, okay, cheers. Right? Give us something that we can actually use instead of something that we've, hit the limit on years ago. Literally, right? Some alliances have been maxed out for years. This one's really cool. So right now, Blasky was inspired by the world boss, the event world bosses that we have, right? We have Corvus and Proxima, and then we get Ebony and Cull Obsidian. So why don't we get one for Null? So the players that can't beat him regularly at least can get a taste of what he's like now, and he'll just have 10 bars of HP instead of the 60 that he has, and he won't have any of his phase changes. So it'll be much, much easier, and you can get some rewards from that. Why not? Right? Like I said, we've had a tier 2 version of this for years. They need to now upgrade everything and have a tier 3 version with tier 3 reward drops. It only makes sense. This one is a combination of, and I've mentioned this in videos, a combination of World Boss Invasion and co-op. So you get rid of co-op, and then you take the co-op rewards and you put them into the rewards for just playing World Boss Invasion once daily. So your daily co-op mission reward, your daily co-op World Boss Invasion mission reward, right? Where it's like play with, it's like use 3 or more blast types, right? So you see right now for this one, it says clear the stage losing 1 character or less. If you complete that co-op mission once, you get all of your co-op rewards for the day. All of your co-op rewards, the co-op rewards from co-op over from this co-op. And then the next day you play it again and you get the rewards from this day's worth of co-op. There you go. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and you reduce player fatigue from playing too many game modes. Beautiful. And you still get your boxes. This is another really cool one. The warp mission, what is it called? The warp lab, where you send characters on missions, right? The warp device where you deploy. Right now, when you deploy characters, it costs you gold. You have to pay gold. Why not pay energy and it gives you gold? So the bigger your roster, the more gold you can farm, and you're just spending energy, and you get some tokens for that mission bingo shop. Beautiful synergy, really rewarding stuff. Awesome. We have the guaranteed CCF for regular world bosses, which a lot of players are seeing now because we're getting the 15 plus guaranteed CCF from Null. Why don't the other world bosses have a little bit of guaranteed CCF? Even if it's just 2 to 4, this should absolutely be in the game. I agree 100%. And then here we have a couple of things sort of mashed together. This is kind of hilarious, but it's how we feel. Fixed price for re-rolling your boss of the day instead of having a scaling price. Scrap the cap again. Shadowland shop, which we all really want. Seriously, it's not a joke. We want a Shadowland shop. And then more obelisk slots. Gorgeous graphic. And then more inventory management by not making the bios count towards your limit, which I agree with completely. And then last but not least, this is not my opinion, but this is Blasky's opinion. Remove Alliance Conquest because it's unfixable. Hopefully they fix Alliance Conquest. Honestly, if they do this one, I think they can absolutely fix Alliance Conquest. If I could do this to my characters, I would play Alliance Conquest. Dead serious, dead ass. I would play Alliance Conquest if I could do this. So yeah, I know that was a lot to throw at you so quickly, but I had to go through all of it. Blasky had a ton of good ideas, and I wanted to share them all with you. And I also am doing this with the hope that the devs will watch this video and get some ideas, and they will actually implement some of these things in the game, because there's no chance they're going to implement them all. But even if they implement half of them or 25% of them or even 10% of them, I showed you like 20 different ideas. If they implement 2 or 3 of these, that would go a long way to rebuilding the players' trust and making this game more rewarding and more fun and better for everybody. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Hopefully I've sprinkled enough hope and optimism into your day for you to, fire it off for the next 24 hours at top speed, at top velocity. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.